Which secondary antagonist is more evil than the main antagonist? Todd in Breaking Bad. The way he is so polite and cordial to people is terrifying. Burke from Aliens. At least you don't see the xenomorphs F each over for a goddamned percentage. Yeah, the xenomorphs are just living out their life cycle. I say we grease this rat fuck son of a bitch right now. Agreed. You've gotta be pretty evil to try and infect someone with a parasite that will rip them open from the inside, especially a child. Mrs. Lovett gaslights a mentally ill neighbor she has a crush on to murder people who inconvenience her, and to increase her profits. She's way more evil than Sweeney Todd, even though she never murders anyone herself. That seemed stressful to write. How about a shave? Her lie of omission is a lot of the reason Todd kills so many people to begin with. So she kinda did indirectly murder most of the people he kills. Todd wasn't the antagonist though. Turpin was arguably more evil than her. Scott evil. He actually went through with the frickin' sharks with frickin' laser beams attached to their frickin' heads. I'd say number 2 because he brought about Verchuken's control over cable companies in 38 states in Dr. Evil's absence. I can't think of anything more evil. Joseph Goebbels. Joseph Mengele has entered the chat. The Nazis had so many crazy characters in the inner circle. Alfred Rosenberg was so nuts even Hitler thought he was wacky. Himmler and Heydrich were arguably even worse. Stephen Warren from Django Unchained. From the movie, I got the impression that Candy was an idiot but a useful one and that it was Stephen who ran Candyland with an iron fist. He ran manipulation circles around Candy. He was the one who put Hildy in the box when Candy, Django and Schultz arrived because she tried to run away. Candy's sister seemingly was there just to be a rich lady who liked to throw status parties and do nothing more than that. I don't see her lifting a finger to do anything. So, Stephen and not her was the one giving orders on how to run the place and how to punish the slaves. While Candy was away, that scene in the parlor, it was Stephen who was sitting in the master's chair and drinking the high-end liquor while Candy sat in the other seat, leaning in like child listening to the parent. You just know that if Stephen wanted to, he could have easily killed Candy and run away. But why would he when he could play dumb and run the empire? Candy was evil but Stephen was even more so. Doofenshmirtz's parents. It all began on the day of my actual birth. Both of my parents failed to show up. They're worse than every another villain. Our poor Doof's sad face. Doofenshmirtz Evil Incorporated. Azula from Atla. Azula is a much better and infinitely more interesting villain than Ozai. But I wouldn't say she is more evil. Count Rugen vs. Prince Humperdinck in The Princess Bride. Dude had a hidden torture dungeon called the Pit of Despair. Slightly more evil than stuck-up rich boy playing political games. In Gotham, I think Victor Zsasz was way worse than Carmen Falcone. So can I kill him now? No, Victor, make him a cheese toasty. Yes, kill him. Victor was a mercenary. Carmen Falcone had a weird sense of honor. Now, F. Riddler scared me. Joker, if anyone, is the main antagonist of Gotham. But I agree that Zsasz is far more evil. He's a man who makes up for what he lacks in empathy with cunning, which is a bad combo. Gunnar from Adventure Time. He is the most evil being in all of existence. I stopped watching Adventure Time a while ago. But if this is actually true, I guess I best catch up. No, you can't eat my soul. Bellatrix Lestrange was cold DDDD. Edit. Okay, I'll admit Umbridge was also on another level. Dolores Umbridge. I'm fairly certain the reason she tops these lists of evil villains so often is because everyone on Earth can relate to dealing with someone like her. It can be a teacher, a boss, a relative, whatever. But we all know someone who's just that much of a C. Voldemort is a powerful evil wizard. Umbridge is just AFC. Ridley from Metroid. Despite being easily the series' most iconic villain, and Samus' eternal arch-rival, motherfucker ate her parents right in front of her. He's rarely ever the in-game main antagonist, final boss, and usually works under people like Mother Brain. But Ridley is one savage and evil Lady Macbeth. I keep forgetting if Macbeth was the bad guy or not. Carnage. Sure, Spider-Man has a massive rogues gallery and there isn't really a primary or secondary antagonist, but when you think of main villains it usually comes under Goblin or Venom. Both have their own motivations that lead to a lot of people dying. Not Carnage though. Carnage just wants to kill everything and everyone. He lives and breathes murder. Cassidy is an absolute psychopath and giving him that hellish symbiote was a mistake. The Knave of Hearts from Alice in Wonderland, total manipulator who turned the slightly mean Queen of Hearts into a total homicidal maniac. I was thinking, Alice in Wonderland total was some kind of reboot. It also led to one of the most savage lines coming from the White Queen after he begs for her to kill him. But I do not owe you a kindness. Tuco Salamanca. He was just batshit crazy. Also shout out to the Salamanca twins. Their only intention was to kill and seek vengeance. I don't know. I reckon Gus could teach him a thing or two about being evil. Nice try. What culture? Minding your next video ideas. Haha. Remember when this comment used to be cracked? How far they fell. Mitch McConnell. When McConnell dies the funeral will be like the one in Charade. Edit reworded. I mistakenly thought the funeral was the opening of Charade. It's actually about 15 minutes in.